Hi, Ivan. Darko is here. All right, so yes, this time I did get it. I don't know what's happening yesterday. Probably you just forgot to put a link or something. But this time I got it. So I was listening this a few times, and there is a few things you can do, and I think actually it would improve quite a bit. So let's first watch once how it plays, and then let's talk about it. All right.
Okay, look, you want to solve this problem. I want to get my pardon, so why don't we just try it, okay? And not worry about what plants crave.
All right.
Okay, look, you want to
So
solve this problem. I want to get my pardon, so why don't we just.
okay, let's go from beginning. Somehow
Okay, look.
I would slow down a little bit this action.
Okay, look.
That okay, look, because when I'm scrolling, I like what's happening. He goes up with a with the head. Now I don't like that blink there. So he can open eyes and keep them open, right? So take the blink off. If you're starting with him being closed eyes, what is okay, then just open it eyes here and keep them open. Because if he had a closed eyes at the beginning, there is no need for another blink so close to the first one, right? So let's get rid of the this blink. And now, like I said, he gets up with the head, and now he goes forward, and this movement with the head, I really like it. You see that? It's very flexible. It really feels, I would say, natural, but I think it happens a little bit too fast.
Okay, look.
So if you add maybe 2 3 frames to it, and then I think it is going to be good. Another thing, this arm here should stay another probably 10 frames, because as he starts to go back, um, that arm should still be, you see, the arm is leaving on frame 16, and it would be nice if actually that arm stays still. Let me see.
Okay, look, you want to solve.
Probably like 26. So maybe like a 10 frames. Let me see. 6, 25, 26. If this arm is at this point is still being uh, down, and then from here lift it up. I don't know if you probably you'll have to lift it up, so that here is being on the whole palm is being on the counter, and then it would go to this, right? he would pull back. He can even slide fingers a bit if that's necessary, if that rig if rig is not permitting, so you don't want to stretch it and to look at overstretched, but you can maybe pull these fingers from here to there, so fingers are still, tip of the fingers are on the counter, and the palm, the wrist is now here, and I think that would be okay for him. So so from here he would go up and connect with this.
Look, you want to solve the. Okay, look, you want to solve.
So you would have like a 6 frames to get to here.
Look, you want to solve. Okay, look, you want to solve this problem.
Right. Also, as you're getting up, you might get in a little bit of maybe this finger up, and then forwards as it's here, pointing forward. So first this on 15, 16, he starts moving upward, and then from 26 he gets to the position that you want. Now you see at this point how he goes forward with the arm and body. Well, we can try to avoid that, because that's what's making a animation a little bit stiff. So as his body is going forward, his arm can go a little bit back. You see, counter animation, right? So that it bends a bit more here. So body goes forward, the hand goes back. You see that how it's going at the same place. And then once when he gets here, you are keeping him in this position. Body is kind of like a frozen there for a certain amount, you see. So 73, I would, from the moment when he actually touches his chest, from here 59, 60, I would start moving body and everything towards this. All right, so because you're gonna start moving towards this sooner, you can have him here for a bit longer as a pause. Here, right, in this pose. So I wouldn't hold him here because the body is frozen here for quite a bit, from 61 to 73 or so. So as the hand touches the chest, start moving down into this. Actually, let me see. There are 2 poses.
Get my pardon. So why don't we?
Okay. get my pardon. So okay, that so is like kind of anticipation. So maybe that first one where it comes to this and then it starts. So the time that you're gonna save by not having him here in a hold, he moves down to this and hold him here in a little bit longer hold, and then
So why don't we just try it, okay?
And then the arm can come this way a little bit faster.
Why don't we
just a bit faster?
Try it, okay? And not worry about what plane.
Because that part from here on, the I would, as we in animation are saying, it's kind of mushy a bit. That means it's moving slowly. It feels that kind of energy into it. He's kind of just almost kind of like a morphing from one pose to another. So if we can actually speed up that.
So why don't we just try it?
So he can just go from this kind of like a anticipation. You see, he goes down, and then from here, it's like a 94. He moves into here forward faster a bit, and gets here faster, and then as he gets faster, keep him just there, maybe a little bit longer.
Not worry about what plans.
And then move back again faster. So we have a little bit longer hold here, moving back faster with maybe like a nice dip. You get to this pose, but because he's gonna move faster, right? He's gonna get into this pose sooner. So as he gets into this pose, he holds you there for like 8 frames, and then just settle him down a bit in the same pose. Settling down means he can just relax a little bit on one side, maybe like the hips will go on one side a bit, the shoulders will tilt on the other one, and the head can also tilt on this side. So as you can see, we have a one angle here with the hips, the other one, and then this one. So rotating that way into the very last pose where he's gonna be settling, right? So first, he goes, like I said, faster back, holds in that pose, and then he settles to the very last one.
And not worry about what plants create.
His blinks are, I would say, a bit too fast. I would have at least 2 frames with the closed eyes, because one frame, it feels really fast.
Okay, and not worry about what plants create.
And when he said "and," that's where he starts moving back, and not worrying, and not. So he starts moving back on "and," and not, he hits this one, and a "not." So and not worrying what plans were. You see? And not da 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 da, and not da 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 da. So that's pretty much narrative. So from somewhere here, right? He will go. So like rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta-ta. So on this one he stays, as you can see, longer. So goes wapa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa, and that's it. All right, so that might, of course, change your lip sync a bit, because we're going to be, speeding up on some places and holding holds, moving holds on the other places. So that will probably affect your lip sync. On some places you might have to change your mouth shapes, but that is, probably the last thing to worry about. First, body movements, body acting should be first there.
Okay, look, you want to solve this problem. I want to get my pardon, so why don't we just try it, okay? And not worry about what plants crave.
Here, talking about this person here that is listening.
Okay, look, you want to solve... Okay, look, you want to solve this problem.
When he said, "Hey, look," she should react on that, right? So, as he says,
"Okay, look,
hey, look." After that, right after that, on 34, she starts moving her head up.
You want to solve this problem. I want to get my...
So,
okay, look.
Okay, look. So now he should be already start moving up.
You want to solve this problem. I want to get my pardon, so why don't we just try it, okay? And not worry about what plants crave.
At the end, again, she's moving too slowly, too mushy. So get her in one pose and
not worry about what plants crave.
Like, keep her here with a minimum movement, kind of like a moving hold.
Not worry about what plants crave.
She doesn't have to sink in that head all the way up and then it goes all the way down, right? That going down is, I think, too much. Once when she lifts her head up, and then she can sink up to here, and then from here have a minimum movement all the way up to the end. Not that much, right? Just the minimum, so that we can see that there is some kind of a life into her, but not really movement, because we still want to watch him, and she's just kind of sluggishly moving, right? So not too much at the end. And that's pretty much all what I have to say, Ivan. I hope if you follow these notes if you follow these notes, that it's gonna improve quite a bit, I would say. So once again, always think of overlaps. Like at the beginning, I'm trying to delay the lifting of this arm, and then get to one pose, and then move swiftly to the other one with a nice, always nice slow in and slow out that you can get into Graph Editor and so on. And also blinks should be there, but have at least 2 frames of closed eyes. Otherwise, it just feels a little bit too fast. And that is pretty much all right? I really have nothing else to say, so thank you very much. All right, bye-bye.